Good morning. It is bright and early this morning. I think it's before 7 o'clock. I'm not sure. I'm having my coffee and I'm in my sweater. I'm at a new coffee shop because mine is closed for the holiday. And although I have my thinking spots in my house, sometimes it allows me to get focused and put my headphones on and just have a different energy and environment. So the word I want to share with you today as we're coming into the new year is hope. Hope. You know, that word has been on my mind for the last few months about hope as I'm been processing the next two projects I'm going to be doing with authors that I know God is going to lead me to as far as sharing a story. I want you to think back when you were a kid. Can you go back, like rewind as a kid, right? Do you remember playing hide and go seek? I do. I remember playing hide and go seek, and we would like lean up against something. So let's just say it was a tree. We would lean up against the tree, and then we would count down. 25, 24, 23, 22, 21, and we would get to 0, right? And we'd say, ready or not, here I come, right? And all of a sudden, we had to find the people who were hiding. So it brings me back to hope, because we go in and out, or I could say myself, we'll go in and out of hope. We'll have hope, and I remember a few years ago someone giving me a frame of the word hope, and I was like, you know, that's a great word, that's a great picture, but you know what, I don't really need that word hope. I always have hope. That's what I said. I always have hope. And in the midst of turmoil or storms that we have in our life, I've now realized as I mature just in wisdom and God's grace showing me that hope is always there, but sometimes we have to seek it like hide and seek. We have to go for it. So whenever I was dissecting this morning about sharing with you about where is your hope, there is one thing that is a catalyst in finding hope. And it's so wild because this one catalyst affects so many areas of our life. And it's very simple. It's action. Action is a catalyst for hope. Now, the other day I was telling someone that action cures fear. So I ingrained that when I was in my 20s. I read Tony Robbins when I was young. I read when I was 14 or 15, my sister had me reading Dale Carnegie. I read How to Stop Worrying and Start Living. And so I started putting these practices as daily habits into my life. So I share that with you because there are core elements in all of those books talking about action in many areas of our life. But when we dissect it to hope, the action could be very intentional in a different way. So, think about it. When you played hide and go seek and you counted down, if you stayed at that tree, what would have been the possibility of you finding that other person? Well, possibly over a period of time, you might have found them because they would have been like, why is nobody searching for me? And then they come around the corner, right? However, we might be sitting there for a very, very long time. It could get cold, it could get rainy, and all of a sudden we're like, oh, we're tired, and then we give up. Oh, forget this game, it's over. See why hide and go seek is such an analogy for hope? Because it's only with intentional action of going out and seeking where the hope could be is where the change is going to happen. So I want you to journal today. Where are times when you have found hope? Has it been visiting with a best friend? Has it been going to your favorite church and listening to music? Has it been listening to a YouTube video or teaching that just inspires you? Has it been around an inner circle of people that understand you, that that tick like you do, that is vulnerable and is willing to share so you can lift one another up in the process. I don't know about you, but I will tell you the people in my life reinstill hope in me. And at the same time, reading the Word and meditating on the messages in the Bible and understanding on a deeper level of what the human spirit goes through and how they were able to grab on to hope. Last night I was laying in bed and I was thinking of holding on to hope, and I saw this little girl, maybe it would be like me at 5 years old, dangling from the ground, but holding like 2 balloons going up to the sky, because she's holding on to hope to keep flying. So I want to share that with you this morning. Hope is right here in front of you. Look for it. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and the door shall be opened. These are ways that you can find hope. So think about that today. How can you strengthen your hope? How can it go even deeper than you've ever known? Is it going into the new year with relationships? Is it going into the new year with certain practices like reading your Bible or meditating or exercising in the morning for your right framework, your mindset? What are you feeding your body? And then what actions are you taking? Because those are actions. And purposely meditating, purposely time blocking, purposely doing this. Because when that mix starts happening, hope springs forth underneath and starts to grow. Hope can grow for you right now. Please visit me if you have a question. So many of y'all reach out to me and I answer like as much as I can. Just follow me at Be Unstoppable Now. I'm doing an event in Charlotte. We're pretty much already capped out. However, God's calling me to go across the country and bring this message, and so I'm looking for anchor co-teachers to help bring this word out of hope, inspiration, business strategies, and marketing strategies for those of us who work on our own, who raise our families, and just who need a tribe of people to lift each other up. Because it's in those moments that solutions are found, but hope is replenished, recalibrated, regenerated. So, God bless you today. If you need me, you know where to find me on Facebook, Be Unstoppable Now. And keep a lookout for my radio show. It's starting here in the next week. So, love you bunches. And if you want to be a part of my tribe and you want to figure out how to get free coaching and collaboration and help me with some of these tours, please reach out to me and I will share with you the strategy and how you can be a part of our family of Unstoppable Warriors, because that's what it really is. I really feel that God's calling us to all move mountains together, and it takes a village. It's not about me, it's about just me connecting y'all together and love and purpose and grassroots. So, bless you today. Check me out, Be Unstoppable Now. Bye. I love you.